LinkedIn in 2020, 3 incredible new features that are going to be coming out in the near future that you need to know about in order to properly leverage the platform as well as get ahead of the curve so that you can dominate it while others are still trying to keep up. Because at the end of the day, LinkedIn is one of the most underestimated social media platforms in 2020. A lot of people still think that it's a platform geared towards recruiting or geared towards online resumes and things like that. Yes, it does work that way, but last year LinkedIn changed up its algorithm to make it much more of a social platform. That's why you're seeing a lot of creators going heavy on video, which some people still don't even know you can do video on LinkedIn. But the organic engagement and reach on LinkedIn is similar, and compared to Facebook back in 2020, you're seeing a lot of the top entrepreneurs going all in on LinkedIn right now for that very reason, because you don't even need to go down to the paid route. A lot of social media platforms right now are in a paid to play phase. They've kind of reached their saturation state where in order to start actually getting good results, you need to pay and start doing paid advertising and things like that. But LinkedIn, that's not really the case, which is a really incredible opportunity. But that's why I want to share with you these 3 incredible new features that are coming up that you need to know about. So let's get straight into it and figure out what these 3 are. What's up, guys? My name is Mike Sherrod. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share this one with you because, again, it's one that's very overlooked right now compared to the other social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok are all getting a lot of attention right now, but LinkedIn's kind of flying under the radar. And I really want to help you leverage this platform so that you can step ahead of the curve and also differentiate yourself for all of the entrepreneurs that are using the other platforms but are overlooking this one. Now, one thing that we need to take note of before getting into these 3 new features that are going to be coming out and are currently in the test phase is the fact that a lot of other platforms are competing with one another. So you had Snapchat, but then you had Instagram roll out Instagram stories, and then you had Facebook roll out Facebook stories. And then you had live video on Facebook, which then Instagram implemented as well. And then YouTube had live video. So all of these platforms are competing at each other in quite a ferocious pace and always trying to one-up each other or make their platform kind of the be-all, end-all, the one-stop shop with all of these new features. And LinkedIn's kind of the little sibling that hides in the background that nobody's paying attention to because it's just kind of over there. So what I want to share with you today is some of the cool things about how it's going to be competing and stepping up its game that you can properly leverage to, again, scale your business in a more creative way. Now, these 3 things are things that I've found, whether it be online or as well as with interviews of people that have very close ties to LinkedIn. So I'm excited to get to this, and let's roll straight into it. The first one is short form content. And what I've heard right now is that they're currently testing this with college students in the United States. And this shorter form content could be something similar like stories, which right now I'm currently using Instagram stories to maintain top of mind brand awareness. The biggest ROI from any social media platform to date for me has come from Instagram stories in terms of client acquisition, building brand, building the like, know, and trust factor, which is ultimately the goal on social media. And then eventually once you build trust, you'll be able to get loyalty. And again, I think this is kind of cool because it can be hard to stay top of mind with a lot of people. And as well as now that more people are posting on every social media platform, cross-promoting, repurposing, all kinds of stuff like that, it can be hard to stand out and it can be hard to break through the clutter and maintain top of mind brand awareness. So if LinkedIn starts to add in shorter form content, whether it be a story style integration, I think this is going to be really cool for you to start to document the different styles of business that you're doing as well as what makes you different and keeping in touch with your target audience that way. Now, number 2 is LinkedIn Live. There are certain people that have this right now, but it isn't open to the public. It's currently in its beta testing phase. You are able to apply for it, but typically they're only giving it to big creators or people that are, very successful and have the notoriety and the recognition based on their current businesses. Gary Vaynerchuk, Ed Mylett, all of these people that are, big time entrepreneurs, and they all have access to it. There are some smaller creators that I do know personally that do have access to it, but they did have to apply to it. They did have to explain why they think that they should be a good fit for LinkedIn Live. But this is going to be another awesome one if you're dealing with clients and you want to do live video talking about some of the strategies that you're going over, or if you just want to share some cool tools, or you're doing collaborations with other entrepreneurs or business owners, or just anything like that. I think LinkedIn Live is going to be a very strong platform. If you haven't got into live video right now, one thing that you should note on all platforms that we need to be very cognizant of is the fact that live video notifies your entire audience. So when you go live on Facebook or you go live on Instagram as well as YouTube, it notifies your entire audience that you're going live. So unlike other posts where they have to sift through the news feed or scroll around to find you, whenever you go live, it notifies everybody, which is one of the best ways to, again, become top of mind with your audience and maintain that top of mind brand awareness where others are simply not doing that. So if you want to find a way that's going to separate yourself from the pack and help you stand out, becoming proficient with live video is going to be the way to do that going forward, where there becomes too much clutter and saturation on the news feeds. So knowing that this is coming, if you haven't already become proficient at doing live video and comfortable with the process, I do suggest you start doing more live video on Facebook, as well as maybe giving your hand at Instagram and YouTube. And that way, whenever they roll this out and it goes through its beta testing phase to the public, you're going to be ready to capitalize on this opportunity. Because we all know that the earlier you get into anything, or the sooner you start to properly leverage a new feature on a platform, the better your results are going to be. So stay tuned. This is going to come. I know it. And I think this is going to be a great one that's going to set you apart, as well as make sure that you stay top of mind with your audience. The third one is kind of unexpected for me, to be completely honest, which is edit LinkedIn video and being able to edit it natively on the platform. If you've used YouTube before, you'll see that whenever you're uploading your video, you're able to make edits on the platform. You're able to adjust thumbnails. You're able to do a lot of really creative stuff in terms of the YouTube studio. Similar with Facebook, if you natively upload a video on Facebook, you're able to do the subtitles, do the tagging. You're able to do all kinds of SEO work and all kinds of stuff to make sure that it's tweaked to perfection before it goes live. Whereas right now on LinkedIn, you kind of just have to upload a fully edited video, toss in a bit of a description there, maybe a couple hashtags, and away you go. But if LinkedIn starts to allow you to edit video and cater it to that platform and make it unique to that platform, I think you're going to have a lot of SEO options in order to rank better, get better reach, as well as have a cleaner look on the platform in terms of the thumbnails and things like that. So those are the three features that are set to come out, which is short form video, live, and edit video natively on the platform. I think it's going to be really cool to see how LinkedIn shapes up over the year of 2020, as well as the fact that they're growing. And I think it's a really cool time for you to get in and not underestimate it, because the organic reach is insane. I've seen myself post the same picture on Facebook and maybe got 100 likes, and post the same thing on LinkedIn and get 15,000 views and hundreds of likes for the exact same photo, the exact same description, as everything else remains the same. So hopefully you're leveraging LinkedIn. If you have any other questions, drop a comment below. I'd love to know what you're doing on LinkedIn, or if you're simply overlooking it right now. But anyways, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.